Hello. Right. Blessings on you as you come across my video. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, I just want to give some sort of exhortation, or should I say message? I don't know. Okay. I just want to talk to someone, all right? Right. Based on the things I have learned over time. Mostly my experience with gang stalking, which I have to force myself to come on social media to start speaking out on it after battling it and suffering in silence and privately for over 8 years, and doing everything, hoping and wishing that police and all the against stalking agencies, securities and airline companies and police themselves, hoping they will leave me alone, and they wouldn't. And I battled with it to a point I was like, if I don't speak out and expose this, these people are going to are really out to harm me or to take me out. So, from what I have learned over time with it, I just want to talk to someone out there that is dealing with situations and they don't know what to do. Like I was, I did everything I knew and didn't know what to do. So I had to come to this place of me, using my voice. So I want to say to someone out there, don't let people get away with stuff when it comes to you. Stand up for yourself, right? Because you have to understand in this world we live in, people want to get away with stuff. People want to do whatever they want to do, and think they shouldn't be held accountable, or they should just do it either to you or to whoever they are doing it to, and should just move on if they have to. Then my question to you, whoever come across this video, is, when it comes to your life, when it comes to you, will you let people get away with stuff? Will you let people do whatever they want to do to you? Step on you however they want? Abuse you? Violate you and your right? Right. Do all kinds of things to you, bully you, harass you, victimize you, and then think they should get away with it. Will you let them do that to you? Because when it comes to your life, you have to realize this, that if you do not learn to stand up for yourself, then you should not expect others to do it. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. And when it comes to your life, you must take the power into your hands. You cannot allow others to decide what happened in your life or with your life. You should never give others power over your life. See, even God, the Most High, He says in His word, in scriptures, He says, whatever you allow on earth, He says, I, God, will allow it in heaven. Whatever you give permission to take place in your life on earth, He says, God will put a stamp on it. Heaven put a stamp on it for you. So when it comes to your life, You should have the ultimate power when it comes to your life. No other person should decide what happened to you and what happened with your life or even around your life. Except the Most High. Other than the Most High, other than God, no other human, no other person should have any power over you. To a point that they think they can do whatever they want to do to you. They can abuse you however they want, mistreat you however they want, and you should put up with it. No. A time comes that you said, I'm not putting up with this anymore. See, you have to know this. There are certain rights and there are certain freedom you cannot enjoy if you do not fight for it. See, in America today, we are enjoying all these rights. If at all, we don't know at this point, because a lot of things are being rolled back, okay? The voters' right, women's right, what other rights? Civil right, all the right that mostly the minorities are enjoying in America today. People fought for those rights. Black people fought for the right that minorities in America are enjoying today. Whatever freedom that we are enjoying today is because people stand up and fought for it. They stood up and said, this is what must be done. They stood up with their life. They didn't care. Some black people died. We've heard of civil rights activists, right? People like Martin Luther King and so many others. How about Rosa Parks that refused to stand up for the white man to take her place, to give her seat to the white man in the bus? She refused to. You think when she did that, she knew her life could be at stake? Her life could be on the line. But she was willing to risk her life to say, no, this is not okay. I have the right to have a seat in this bus. So whatever right or freedom that you want to enjoy, sometimes those rights and freedom are not handed over to people just like that. There are certain rights and freedom that you have to fight for it. You have to stand up for it. So if you're in any situation that you know is impacting you, that you know is causing stress, it's affecting you as a person, it's not allowing you to live your full potential. It could be in a relationship. We've had women lose their life in relationship because they didn't stand up for themselves. They allowed themselves to be abused, to be victimized, to be oppressed, right, by another human in the name of marriage, in the name of relationship. And they ended up losing their life. But if they have stood up for themselves, if they have said, no, I'm not putting up with this, it's either things change or I'm out of here, maybe they could have saved their life. See, if you don't learn to stand up for yourself, no other person will do it. There's a general saying among black people. It says, we are all we got. We are all we have. You are all you have at the end of the day. So if you are dealing with any situation, you're going through any situation that you know is impacting you, you need to stand up for yourself. I don't care who is involved. If it's a partner in a relationship, if it's in your place of work, if it is from someone in a place of authority, you should not put up with any form of mistreatment or abuse or victimization without standing up for yourself. You should not be afraid to stand up for yourself. I don't care who is involved. Why would you be afraid when it comes to your life? If your life is not that important for you to stand up for yourself, then I don't know what life it is. What life, maybe you don't deserve to be here. Your life should be so important to you, so critical to you that no one should mess with your life and you just be silent and put up with it. No, not in these days and time we live in. If you are in any situation that you're being abused, you're being victimized, stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself. See this mouth you have? It was given for us to use to defend ourselves. It was given for us to use to speak up for ourselves. It was given for us to use to defend ourselves. A lot of people run their mouth on things they should not run their mouth on. Instead of using their mouth to speak on the right thing. Do not allow yourself to be taken advantage of by anyone. Do not allow yourself to be oppressed by anyone without you standing up for yourself and speaking up for yourself. See, there is a situation that took place in scriptures. It says there was a man called Goliath. This guy was harassing and terrorizing the children of Israel in those days. For 40 days, he will come out and harass them and terrorize them. They all got scared and hide. Here comes the young David. And when David showed up on the scene, he saw this, great army guys running and hiding from Goliath. And he was like, what is this? What's going on here? He approached his older brother and asked him, I said, what's going on? Like trying to get explanation with what the situation was. He looked at him, how older brothers and sisters talk to the younger ones. He was like, what do you want here? You, this small boy, you have come here with your pride. You need to go back home. David was like, okay. He moved to the next fellow and said, what's going on here? Is there any price for anyone that would take down this guy? Why are everyone scared of this guy? David understood the power of standing up for oneself. But in this, here in this story, David was not just standing up for himself. He was not standing up for himself. He was standing up for the entire children of Israel. So you have to understand this, that at times you may not even be standing up for you. You may be standing up for a whole group of people. Like the black ancestors that fought for the right that minorities are enjoying today from every group. David said, what will be done? What will be given? What will be the price? Let me take down this guy. Thank God that, this other person that he talked to, believed in David, took him. He said, I want to talk to the king. They took him to the king. The king was like, okay, young guy, a young boy, you think you can take him down? He said, yeah. He said, okay, this is the price. And immediately David heard the price that if he wins, if he takes down Goliath, that he will be given in marriage to the king's daughter. That was enough to put David on the mood to fight Goliath. David loved women. So he was like, I'm all in. And what did he do? He took down Goliath. He cut his head off and brought victory to the children of Israel. How did that happen? It happened because a man stood up. A man refused to let things, pass by that shouldn't pass by. He saw something taking place that shouldn't take place, and he stood up for it. He said, no, this is not okay. We can't be running and hiding from this guy. He took him on. So you must learn to stand up for yourself. Not just for yourself, but even for others. Even if your life is at stake, you must learn to stand up for yourself and for others too. Because that's how we make change. That's how we create change.